Imagine sitting silently for hours, doing absolutely nothing, not sleeping, not thinking, not praying, just being. To the average person, this might seem like a waste of time. But to a Zen practitioner, this silent sitting, called Zazen, is the gateway to ultimate liberation. In a world obsessed with productivity, control, and explanation, Zen Buddhism offers a paradox. Stop trying, stop knowing, and just sit. Why? Because in stillness, beyond thought and effort, lies enlightenment. Welcome to the Unfolding Journey YouTube channel, where we dive deep into spiritual traditions, philosophical insights, and practices that awaken the soul. Today's exploration is rooted in the heart of Zen Buddhism, where words fall short and direct experience reigns supreme. In this video essay, we explore the profound role of Zazen, Zen meditation, in the quest for enlightenment. We'll uncover why Zen values practice over doctrine, action over theory, and silence over speech. Join us as we dive into this ancient path that continues to offer timeless wisdom. Zen Buddhism, a school that emerged from the fusion of Indian Mahayana Buddhism and Chinese Taoism, is perhaps the most direct and enigmatic form of Buddhism. Rooted in the teachings of the historical Buddha, Zen was carried to China by the semi-legendary monk Bodhidharma in the 6th century CE. His approach was radical. A special transmission outside the scriptures, no dependence on words and letters, directly pointing to the human mind, seeing one's nature and becoming Buddha. Central to this path is Zazen, often translated as seated meditation. But Zazen isn't just a technique, it is the essence of Zen practice itself. It's not about achieving some altered state of consciousness or escaping reality. It's about encountering life as it is, moment by moment. From its early development in Chinese Chan Buddhism through its refinement in Japan by masters like Eihei Dōgen, Zazen has remained the core of Zen. Dōgen famously said, "To study Buddhism is to study the self. To study the self is to forget the self." This forgetting happens not through study, but through sitting. Unlike many spiritual traditions that place emphasis on scripture, rituals, or theological arguments, Zen Buddhism strips everything down to practice. Zen insists that enlightenment cannot be captured in words or understood intellectually. It can only be experienced directly, through practice. In this context, Zazen becomes more than meditation. It becomes the entire path. The emphasis is not on what you believe, but how you sit. No amount of philosophical knowledge replaces the simple act of sitting in stillness. A person who has studied thousands of sutras but cannot be present in their breath is, to a Zen master, missing the point. Zen even distrusts the idea of progress. One of the most radical notions in Zen is that enlightenment is not something to be gained, but something to be uncovered. It's not far away, it's here. But to see it, one must drop striving, conceptual thinking, and even the idea of enlightenment itself. This is echoed in Dōgen's practice of shikantaza, just sitting. No goal, no visualization, just pure awareness of the present moment. In this state, the boundaries between self and world dissolve. There is no meditator and meditation. There is only sitting. In most spiritual systems, meditation is seen as a means to an end, achieve concentration, purify the mind, transcend the ego. But in Zen, the radical view is that Zazen is not a means to anything. It is the expression of enlightenment itself. This idea of non-attainment may seem paradoxical, especially for beginners. Why sit if we're not trying to get anywhere? The answer lies in the unique Zen insight. The very act of striving creates separation. It assumes that you, as you are not enough. Zen flips this on its head. You already have Buddha nature. You are already complete. Zazen isn't about fixing yourself. It's about realizing that you were never broken. The Soto Zen school in particular emphasizes this. Dōgen taught that practice and enlightenment are one. When you sit in Zazen, you are enacting the enlightenment of the Buddhas. There is no separation between cause and result, path and goal. This deeply challenges our Western, goal-oriented mindset. But for those who surrender into it, Zazen opens a doorway into a life of radical presence, simplicity, and peace. One of the most beautiful aspects of Zen is how seamlessly it weaves meditation into everyday life. While formal Zazen is foundational, the ultimate goal is to live with the same awareness and presence off the cushion. Zen doesn't ask you to withdraw from the world. Instead, it invites you to meet every moment with the same openness you bring to sitting. Eating, walking, washing dishes. Each action becomes a form of meditation when done with full awareness. Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh, though not from the Japanese Zen lineage, often echoed this sentiment. He taught that when you drink tea, just drink tea. When you walk, just walk. This is mindfulness stripped to its essence. No techniques, no layers, just being fully where you are. For the Zen practitioner, enlightenment is not found in monasteries alone. It is found in the kitchen, the garden, the traffic jam, and the office. The key is presence, and presence is cultivated in Zazen. Though Zazen is the primary practice, Zen also employs koans, paradoxical riddles or questions meant to short-circuit rational thought. What is the sound of one hand clapping? Does a dog have Buddha nature? Koans are not meant to be solved intellectually. Instead, they are tools to break the mind's habitual patterns and point directly to truth. Like Zazen, koans highlight the Zen priority of direct experience over abstract understanding. The interaction between Zazen and koans reflects the Zen approach to awakening. Cut through the illusions of thought and ego to see clearly, here and now. Zen doesn't want you to analyze reality. It wants you to see it. In an age of noise, distraction, and endless information, the silent simplicity of Zazen is more relevant than ever. Our modern lives are saturated with data and intellectual clutter. We're taught to read, think, argue, but rarely to just sit. Zazen is a radical act in a world that constantly demands we be doing something. It teaches us to stop, breathe, and return to the simplicity of being. It reminds us that beneath our anxieties, identities, and to-do lists, there is a stillness untouched by the world. More and more people, even outside the formal Zen tradition, are turning to Zazen or similar practices for peace, clarity, and a deeper connection to life. As scientific research confirms the benefits of meditation on mental health and well-being, Zazen finds new resonance. But for the serious practitioner, Zazen is not just therapy, it is a way of life. It is the embodiment of awakening in every breath, in every moment. Despite its simplicity, Zazen is not easy. The very lack of structure can be disorienting. Many beginners struggle with thoughts like, "Am I doing this right?" or "Nothing is happening." But this, too, is part of the practice. In Zazen, even restlessness, boredom, or doubt are just more phenomena to observe. There is no bad meditation. The key is to return again and again to the posture, the breath, and the now. Another common misconception is that Zen is anti-intellectual or nihilistic. In truth, Zen doesn't reject knowledge. It just doesn't mistake it for awakening. Zen doesn't deny meaning. It just refuses to cling to it. It embraces paradox because life itself is paradoxical. At the heart of Zen Buddhism lies a profound invitation. Sit down. Be still. Let go. In a world addicted to complexity, Zazen offers simplicity. In a culture obsessed with self-improvement, Zazen whispers, "You are already whole." Zazen is not a technique to master, a theory to understand, or a belief to adopt. It is a return to yourself, to the present, to reality as it is. In this return, something subtle yet transformative occurs. The separation between you and the world dissolves. There is no longer a seeker and something sought. There is only sitting, pure, silent, awake. So, whether you're a seasoned practitioner or just beginning your spiritual journey, remember this. You don't need to chase enlightenment. Just sit. Just breathe. Just be. Thank you for joining us today on this journey into the heart of Zen and the practice of Zazen. If you found value in this video and want to continue exploring spiritual wisdom, meditation practices, and ancient philosophies, don't forget to subscribe to the unfolding journey. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a moment of insight. And let us know in the comments, what does just sitting mean to you? Until next time, be still, be present, and stay on the path.